Hello everyone, welcome to my virtual class. This class is for class 12. I am Haru Chandra Gaur from Chandranagar Sri Aurobindo Vidya Mandir. Today we learn about a topic. The topic is binary operation. First we write the definition of binary operation. Definition. Let S be a non-empty set. Non-empty means there is no element in that set. A binary operation or binary composition, a binary operation or sometimes called binary composition. A binary operation is a function from S cross S. This is the Cartesian product of two sets into S. That is, if F is a binary operation, then F is a function S cross S to S. The binary operation means a binary operation is a function. This function is S cross S into S. So this is the definition of binary operation. So basically binary operation means binary operation is a function. This is a function from S cross S to S. Then F is called binary operation on S. So therefore binary operation is a rule. Binary operation is a rule of correspondence correspondence with correspondence which assign each ordered pair A comma B belongs to S comma S a definite element of S. So that is binary operation is a function. So binary operation are satisfied the condition of functions. So binary operation is a rule, function is a rule. So binary operation is a rule of correspondence which assign each ordered pair A comma B. This element is belongs to S cross S is definite element, a definite element of S. So this ordered pair is a rule of correspondence. This element assigned to a definite element of S. The symbol plus dot this symbol star etc. to denote plus dot this symbol etc. The symbols are used to denote a binary operation. Used to a binary operation. Example, let us consider the set Z. The Z is a set of all integers, and now this is the function Z cross Z to Z defined by plus of is equals to A plus B. This is the usual addition. Usual addition. Now this is a rule Z cross Z to Z defined by this is symbol this of A comma B is equals to A plus B. Now we check this is a binary operation. Now yes, this is a function. This is plus is a function from Z cross Z to Z. So therefore the usual addition is a binary operation on a set of all integers. Now example 2, the set of all natural numbers in, and now this is the a function sorry, now a rule minus is defined by n cross n to n by minus of ab equals to a minus b. This minus is an usual subtraction. This subtraction is an usual subtraction. So now this is a function from n cross n to n. Now we check the 1 comma 2, this ordered pair is belongs to n cross n, and 1 minus 2 this is equals to minus 1, which does not belongs to n. Minus 1 is not a natural number, so this element is not assigned and is not assigned with a natural number. So this element has no image in the natural number set. So therefore this is not a function. So therefore this is not a function. So therefore this is not a binary operation on natural numbers. So now usual addition is a binary operation on set of all integers, and usual subtraction is not a binary operation on a set of all natural numbers. If star is a binary operation on S, we write x star y for this is a mapping star bracket x comma y for star x on where x comma y belongs to S. Now since image of star is a subset of codomain set. The range of the mapping is a subset of codomain set. So image of star, this is the range of mapping. The image of star is a subset of S. So star is so we can sorry, the image of star is a subset of S. So S is closed. So S is closed. S is closed under star. The set S is closed under star. Now example 1, the set of all integers is closed under usual addition. Usual under usual addition, but set of all natural numbers is not closed under usual subtraction. Usual subtraction. Now let capital S be a set with n elements. Capital S be a set with n elements. How many? There is a question. How many binary operation can be defined on S? How many binary operations can be defined on S? Now if star is a binary operation, so star is a mapping S cross S to S. So at first we count how many mappings are to be defined S cross S to S. Now A to B, let capital A contain M elements and capital B contain N elements. So how many mappings are defined A into B? Now the elements of A, now the first element is associates with any one elements of the set B. In a set B there are n elements, so the first element of the set A is associates with any elements of B. So this is happen with n ways. Second element is chosen from B set n ways, and third element is chosen from B is n ways. So mth element, A contain m element, so mth element is chosen n ways from the set B. So total number of ways n into n into n m times. So this is equal to n to the power m. Very interesting result. From set A to set B, there are n to the power m mappings are defined. Total number of mappings are defined A to B is n to the power m. So now this is the set. This set contain this is an n element. So number of elements of S cross S is n square, and this is set n elements. So number of binary operation is n to the power n square. Now this is n to the power m. So the n to the power m. So n to the power this power to the power this. So n to the power n square. So total number of binary operation is n to the power n square are defined on a set S. This set contain n elements. Next we define properties of binary operation. First property is commutative property. Commutative property. A binary operation star on S is called commutative if A star B is equals to B star A for all A B belongs to S. So the operation is commutative. Now example, the usual addition, the operation usual addition on set of all integers is commutative because a plus b is equals to b plus a. For all a and b belongs to z, the usual addition on set of all integers are commutative. Now example 2. Now the example 2. Now a vector product. Now this is the cross product on the set of vectors, on the set of all vectors, in the set of vectors are not commutative because a cross b is not equals to b cross a, where a and b are vectors. So the vector cross product is not commutative. Another example, the operation is matrix multiplication. The operation is matrix multiplication over the set of all 2 cross 2 real matrices. Now the binary operation is matrix multiplication. Matrix multiplication on the set. Set is all 2 cross 2 matrix over real matrix. The matrix multiplication or 2 cross 2 real matrix is not commutative. Now we already know in matrix the product of matrix multiplication is not commutative. So the binary operation may be commutative, may not be commutative. Next property, associative property. Property number 2, associative property. Let star be a binary operation on a non-empty set S. Star be a binary operation on a non-empty set S. The operation is called associative. The operation is called associative if A star B equals to A star B star C for all A, B, C belongs to the elements of S. So when these conditions is satisfied, then the operation is called associative. Now example. The usual addition over the set of all integers. The usual addition over the set of all integers is associative because A plus B plus C, this is equals to A plus B plus C. So the usual addition over the set of all integers is associative. Now example 2. Now the usual subtraction. At first we check the usual subtraction is a binary operation on Z. Yes. This is a mapping from Z plus Z to Z. So therefore the usual subtraction is a binary operation on Z. Now we check, let three elements 4, 5, 6 from Z. Choose three elements 4, 5, 6 from Z. Now 4 minus 5 minus 6. This is equals to 4 minus 5 is minus 1 and minus 6 this is equal to minus 7. And 4 minus 5, sorry, 4 minus 5 minus 6. So this is equal to 4 minus or minus 1. So this is 4 plus 1. This is equals to 5. So therefore 4 minus 5 minus 6 is not equals to 4 minus 5 minus 6. So therefore the usual subtraction is not associative over the set of all integers. So therefore the binary operation is may be associative, may not be associative. Next property, the distributive property. Next property number 3, distributive property. Let's start with a binary operation on a non-empty set S. Let star be a binary operation on a non-empty set S. On S, S is non-empty. The operation is called another operation, star and dot. Two operations. Let star and dot be two binary operations on S, on non-empty set S. Then star is called distributive over dot. Two operations. The first operation is distributive over the second operation if A star B dot C. So this is equals to A star B dot A star C. When this condition is satisfied, then this is the left distributive. The star is distributive from the left side, so star is called left distributive, where A, B, C belong to elements of S, and B dot C star A. Now this is equal to B star A dot C star A. So this is the right distributive. When two conditions are satisfied, then we can say that star is distributive over the dot. Now example. Let R be the set of all real numbers. R be the set of all real numbers and take plus and dot. This is the usual addition and this is the usual multiplication. This is the usual addition and this is the usual multiplication. At first, plus, A plus A dot B plus C. We know that A dot B plus C, this is equal to A dot B plus A dot C. And also B plus C dot A, this is equal to B dot A plus C dot A. So we can say that this element belongs to R. The multiplication is distributive over addition. The multiplication is distributive over addition. The operation multiplication is distributive over addition, but A plus B dot C, this is not equal to A plus B dot A plus C. This is not equal. So the plus is not distributive over multiplication. The multiplication is distributive over addition, but the addition is not distributive over multiplication. Now take another example. Let capital S be a set. S be a set. And power set of S. Power set of S is the collection of all subsets of S. This is the power set of S. Now union of two sets and intersection of two sets are the binary operation on PS. Union is a mapping PS cross PS. The union of two sets This is the mapping. So the union is a binary operation. Also intersection is also a binary operation. So A union B intersection C. So this is equals to A union B from set theory intersection A union C, and B intersection C union A. So this is equal to B union A intersection C union A. So the union is a distributive over intersection. Also, intersection is distributive over union. This is equal to A intersection B union A intersection C. So the union and intersections are distributive. Next, we define identity element. Identity element. Let star be a binary operation on a set S. If there exists an element E belongs to S such that A star E equal to E star A equals to A for all A belongs to S, then the element E, the is underlined. The element E is called the identity element. Sorry, then the element E is called the identity element. Now example, the operation is usual addition over the set of all integers. Now A plus 0, 0 is element of belongs to Z. So A plus 0 equals to 0 plus A. So this is equals to A for all A belongs to Z. So therefore 0 is the 0 is the identity element in S. So 0 is the identity element in S. Why the identity? So that means identity element is unique. Now there is a theorem. The statement of the theorem. Now statement of the theorem. Now, if the identity element is exists for an operation, then we can prove that identity element is unique. The statement is not right on the board. Just the theorem, the star be a binary operation on a non-empty set S, an identity element of S for star if exist, then it is unique. The if identity element is exist for an operation, so S be a non-empty set, S be a non-empty set, S be a non-empty set, and star be a operation, a binary operation. তাহলে if the identity element is exist, then we can prove that the identity element is unique. So if possible let E and F are two binary, are two identities elements. So the definition of identity element, E is the identity element. So the definition of is A star E equals to E star A equals to A for all A belongs to S. Now E is the identity element, so A star E equals to E star A equals to A for all A belongs to S. In particular, A for the element of S. So F star E equals to E star A equals to F according to the definition of E is the identity element. So F star E equals to E star F equals to F. This is now number one. Also F is the identity element. So also F is the identity element. So A star F equals to F star A equals to A for all A belongs to S. F is the identity element. Now A replaced by E is the element of S. So this condition is satisfied for all A belongs to S. Now E replaced by A replaced by E. So E star A equals to F star E equals to E. This is number 2. So from 1 and 2, F equals to E. So therefore, if identity element is exist, so it is a unique. Next, define inverse of an element. Star be a binary operation on S is an empty set, and E is the identity element. E is the identity element for the binary operation star. Let A belongs to S. If A star B equals to B star A equals to E, then B is called the inverse. Obviously, next theorem is the inverse element is unique. So then B is called the inverse of A. B is called the inverse of A, denoted by A inverse. Example: now A plus minus A is equal to minus A plus A equal to 0. Now the operation usual addition on set of all integers is a binary operation, and for this operation 0 is the identity element. For the binary operation usual addition over the set of all integers, 0 is the identity element, and let A be an element belongs to Z, then A is an integer, so negative of this integer is also belongs to Z, so minus A belongs to Z. Now A plus or minus A equals to minus A plus A equals to 0, so minus A is the inverse of, A. Next example: the usual multiplication on set of all integers. the usual multiplication on set of all integers. Now a dot 1 is equal to 1 dot a equals to a for all a belongs to z. So therefore 1 is the identity element. So 1 is the identity element for the operation usual multiplication on z. Now minus 1 dot minus 1 is equals to 1 and 1 dot 1 equals to 1. So the inverse of minus 1 is minus 1 and the inverse of 1 is 1. And other than two elements 1 or minus 1, other than these two elements has no inverse in z. Other than two elements 1 or minus 1 has no inverse in z. Now homework. Write 3 homework. Now the operation is, assume the operation is star is associative on set S. Now first you prove x inverse whole inverse equals to x, and number 2, a star b inverse is equal to b inverse star a inverse. And third property, proof identity inverse of an inverse of an element is exist, then you prove that the inverse is unique. These 3 are homework. Okay, thank you.